Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to show you how to paint this dusty orange sunset. So grab your paints and let's begin. For colours today I will be using Winsor yellow, cadmium orange, burnt sienna mixed with burnt umber, burnt sienna on its own, and burnt sienna cadmium red mixed with burnt umber. To begin, I have sectioned off a third of my paper with some masking tape and added a circle in the middle for our sun and covered that with masking fluid. I then wet my page and I've begun with Winsor yellow at the top of my page to begin our gradient of sunset, and I'm just dragging this down the paper until we meet about halfway, just where the sun is. Then taking burnt sienna, I just start at the bottom of the sunset and again drag it halfway up to meet the yellow in the middle, leaving a slight white space in between, adding some burnt umber towards the bottom just to add a bit more darkness. I then take the burnt umber and sienna mix. Using a size 6 brush, I am just adding some clouds by using a light dabbing motion, and I'm just going to be painting quite a large cloud on the side of the page, and I'm also going to be putting a cloud that goes past the sun, and we will be painting clouds over the sun once we remove the masking fluid. Then taking some more burnt sienna, I'm just adding a slight more contrast so that once the paper dries there is a bit more darkness, as it will dry lighter than it looks right now. Once the top half of the page is completely dried, carefully remove the masking tape at a 45-degree angle. Then taking a large brush, we're just going to wet the bottom half of the page, prepping it for the colour. Taking some Winsor yellow, we're just going to be doing brush strokes towards either side of the page and at the bottom, avoiding the middle, so this will be where the highlight of our sun is. Then going in with a clean damp brush, we're going to be blending in the colours by just slightly going backwards and forth. Taking some Winsor yellow and cadmium orange, we are just going to be using a forward and back stroke along the sides of the page and towards the bottom, and we're just going to keep on repeating this process until we have dark enough water that is going to reflect against the sky and leave the middle part highlighted for where the sun is placed. Once we have finished the water, I'm just going to be removing the masking fluid from the sun, and I just like to use a sort of push and roll motion to avoid ripping the cotton paper. And then just taking a brush, I'm just wetting where the sun is and then lightly dabbing a little bit of burnt sienna over the top just to create a cloud that is going over the sun. Taking some black, I'm now just painting a mountain on the side, and I'm using a size 10 brush for this, and then I'm going to be drawing a line that is going across the horizon. And when I finish the mountain, I'm going to swap to a size 6 brush. This is because I didn't want my line to be too thick. This is up to you, but I think that if the line is thinner as we get to the middle of the page, it gives a more realistic effect because the sun is shining brighter, meaning the mountains are going to be less visible and the line is going to be less visible. So just doing a mountain on either side, just using some black and then using a thinner brush to line the horizon. Next, I'm going to be painting some wooden poles, which are just very sort of easy shapes to paint. They're just long rectangles, and I'm going to be painting 4 of these in different sizes just to add some contrast and make things look a little bit more realistic. Here in the UK we have these all over our beaches, and I believe they're called groins, and they're just very pretty and they always look very nice at sunset time. And just to paint the reflection, we're going to be doing little zigzag marks on the sea just to give the effect of the reflection in the water. And I'm just going to be painting 4, so this one is going to be quite small, and then I'm going to do another 2, one that is slightly bigger and another slightly smaller. And to finish off the painting, I added 3 little birds flying away in the distance. And that is it. I really hope you enjoyed today's tutorial, and I hope it inspired you to paint something today, and I can't wait to see you in the next video.